Chapter 26, Colloquium on Science, Mathematics, and Society. Since my institute was not used to international conferences, I decided to organize a colloquium, which is a scientific meeting to discuss an academic topic in the form of lecture, in Porto Novo in January 2004, and invite professors from all over the world to come and lecture at our institute and at a nearby university, the École Normale Supérieure. The topic was broad: science, mathematics, and society. These are topics that I love and teach, and they open doors to a variety of people. We dedicated the first day to educational topics, the second day to mathematics topics, the third day to water topics, etc. Colleagues came from Congo, Nigeria, Chad, Ghana, Chicago, California, South Africa, and the Republic of Benin. The conference lasted a week and included a tour of the nearby town of Aga, the agricultural farm near Porto Novo, the Songhai Project, and a dinner at my home for some of my good friends. The rest of the meals were at the institute or at the lecturer's choice of several restaurants in the area. I was so happy to host friends and colleagues. I missed the company of intellectuals, some of whom I knew and others I was happy to get to know better. The conference was a great success. My friend Sandy Turner came from Ghana. Another friend, Debbie Meir, came from my Northeastern University in Chicago. Another friend, Peter Lohr, came from South Africa. I hosted some of the participants in my home because I had 3 bedrooms. For the others, I got rooms in the student dormitories or in nearby hotels. I nearly enjoyed the whole organization and was very appreciated by the Institute for that, especially because I managed to integrate almost all the students and professors from the Institute into the listeners or responsible but for part of the program. It was a rare opportunity for the invited guests to visit such an unknown country in West Africa. At that time, there was almost no tourism in Benin. You can still find all proceedings of the conference on the websites: Review, Hero, SAG, some of the topics raised at the conference, interactive and collaborative methods for environmental education, ICT applications in education, ICT tools as enrichment agents in higher education, a fusion algorithm for fingerprint recognition with a neural network, automatic speech recognition, and African society. Fermat's last theorem. I especially remember how impressed I was by the beautiful and simple proof of Fermat's last theorem, first formulated in 1637, which was known to be very difficult to prove, and until the advent of computers, about 350 years later, they could not do it. And lo and behold, someone at my conference found a simple and mathematical way to prove this theorem without a computer. I expected it to be published but I did not follow up with that person. And to this day, I'm not sure what happened to his lovely proof. Performance evaluation of the linear discriminant function for classifying household poverty levels. Water in Israel and the question of peace, a topic taught by my Israeli friend Debbie, who also taught with me in Chicago. Open source and digitalization review. Open source, civil liberties and civil societies. World Summit on the Information Society. How to estimate water demand. This was a topic that some of my students studied. Wastewater treatment. Is there a risk of well pollution in Porto Novo? Both of these topics were also covered by my students. Gender differences in computer science, this was my topic that I presented at many conferences and also taught in my gender department at the University of Chicago.